Welcome to the Gemini reading for January 2021. We're going to look at the energy of the recent past, the present, and the future. And this is a general reading, so it may not resonate for everyone. The overall energy for this reading is the Seven of Pentacles. So in your recent past, Gemini, you get the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands in reverse, and the Temperance card. With that Temperance card there, it has sort of an interesting effect on your past energy. The Page of Wands can kind of represent sort of that passion to succeed. It's sort of a youthful energy, a passion to succeed. And then the Knight of Wands in reverse can be an energy of not rushing into things. So with that, with right there with the Temperance card and that sort of passionate Page of Wands, youthful energy, I feel like, particularly with that Seven of Pentacles in your overall energy, I feel like you've been pretty rock solid, Gemini. I think you've kind of kept yourself from being a flighty air sign. You've been, very more patient than normal and that type of thing. And it's interesting, though, as we move up from that recent past energy into your present energy, you have the Queen of Cups in reverse, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups in reverse. So that Queen of Cups in reverse can kind of represent emotional exhaustion, is how I would phrase it. It can be possible that maybe you've been pretty balanced, working away at something, you had some pretty good energy at the beginning, and now as we move into your present, it just might be wearing on you a little bit. I get that sense that, maybe a little Queen of Cups in reverse energy of I'm tired, I'm exhausted. And you may not be listening to your emotions telling you that that's the case. So you're kind of just trucking along here. This Knight of Pentacles tells me that you're, trying to stay stable. You're trying to, keep on plowing that field and, working with this temperance energy. But here we get the Eight of Cups in reverse. And that can mean leaving something that's unfulfilling. So with this, Queen of Cups in reverse and the sense of maybe exhaustion, and this Knight of Pentacles, which is kind of just plowing away at something, it's also can have a sense of boredom about it. I almost feel like you were being a good egg and doing what you needed to do, getting a little tired of it, getting a little burned out, still trying to keep on keeping on. But you get to this Eight of Cups in reverse, and it goes, maybe this staying in this situation, staying balanced, kind of just plucking away is not what your heart would tell you to do if this Queen of Cups was in the upright. So I get the sense that as we move into your present energies, that maybe it could be time to move on from something that's wearing on you. And you have in your future energies the Six of Cups, the Seven of Swords, and the Six of Swords. Incidentally, Eight of Cups in the reverse can be, moving on for something that's unfulfilling. The Six of Swords can be moving on as well. It's generally seen as kind of moving on regretfully, because the traditional tarot, the card is them in the boat, and they're kind of downcast, and they're obviously going forward, but not thrilled about it, kind of a thing. So these two here, with this sense of exhaustion and a little bit of this just trucking along feeling, makes me think that there is something that you probably need to move on from. Now, this Six of Cups is often seen as a card of like nostalgia, but it can mean to me in this particular scenario is maybe there's something from your past that might bring you a lot of joy that you could move towards or will be moving towards in the future. It's going to give you that Seven of Pentacles. If you can move out of your current situation that's not fulfilling you or is burning you out, move towards that Six of Cups, maybe there's a passion from your past that, you can sort of re-embrace. Maybe it's an old job an old career, a hobby that would bring you more of a sense of fulfillment, and I can see you moving towards it. I would caution though, you know, with this Seven of Swords right here, the Seven of Swords is often read as a card of betrayal, or secrets, that type of thing. I would say that if you are in an unfulfilling situation in the present that's burning you out, and you decide that you want to, I don't know, go back to school, take up an old, hobby that may turn into a career, that type of thing. If you're going to move towards that Six of Cups with this Seven of Swords sitting next to it, it's probably a sign that you may want to play your cards close to your vest. Seven of Swords, even though it's the quintessential card of betrayal, it could in this scenario just mean that if you want to make a change and you don't play your cards close to your vest, you may have people try to deter you from that decision. And so you just want to maybe keep it on the down low if it's going back to school or what have you, so that you don't get talked out of it. Because you have this reverse Queen of Cups, you're not particularly in touch with your emotions at the moment. So I would say that you might be fairly easily talked out of making the change that this Eight of Cups in reverse is calling for. I think you're going to do it because you do have that Seven of Pentacles in your overall energy. This feels like a reading for a mature Gemini who's maybe learned to balance themselves out, and kind of gets that you do have to do a little bit of the, slog and what have you to get through life. But, I think there's like that little niggling feeling that this is not enough, and then it may be time to embrace something else. But again, like I said, embrace something else and move on. But like I said, with that Seven of Swords, do probably, I wouldn't worry about betrayal per se, but like I said, sometimes when people see you maybe moving on to something else or expanding your horizons, sometimes they feel like that's moving on from them. So you just don't want to maybe tell people until you're well on your way, because you don't want to fire up sort of that desire that people sometimes have to hold you back a little bit so that you'll stay with them, kind of a thing. And so maybe that's why this Six of Swords is here, is that reluctant moving on. And that could even be, in a job. It's like if you've been at a job for a long time, people form bonds with coworkers and that sort of thing. And, even though your present energy is one of burnout and wanting to move on to a new situation, if you kind of let people know and they, embrace that Seven of Swords energy and they talk you out of doing something else, then maybe you're on that boat and reluctantly trying to leave, and then don't leave. And I don't think that's what's going to happen. Not with that Seven of Pentacles, because that is, kind of about long-term efforts paying off and, following through on something. So I sense that you are going to do it, and you've got that Temperance card there in your past. So you've definitely learned patience and that sort of thing. I think you just really want to find that Page of Wands again, that little bit of, newish, youthful, fiery energy that you can get back to if you go back to that Six of Cups. So again, Gemini, obviously that's up to you about what you think is your Six of Cups in your situation. But, embrace that Seven of Pentacles, and you should hopefully see long-term success if you start moving out of this burnout energy and this unfulfilled energy. Hopefully 2021 will be, kind of a different year for you than 2020 was. So if this reading resonated for you, please feel free to like and subscribe, and I hope you have a great day.